Ladies and gents, the mothership has landed. Hey guys, this is Dino. How's it going? And welcome back to another episode of War Robot News. In this episode, we're gonna talk briefly about many things that coming up in the update 7.2. But mainly we're gonna focus on one important thing, which is the new orbital support system. We already have the screenshot. We're gonna try to break down these screenshot, try to explain the idea behind the mothership and all. And guys, this is a giveaway video. So if you want to win hell, all you have to do is leave your idea down in the comments and make sure it's the correct one. And I'm also going to announce the winners of the crates and typhoon at the end of the video. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So let's start off with the things they announced last week, and you probably know about it. The first one is the new Titan called Mermaids. It's a Titan that uses 2 alpha weapons and 1 beta weapon, and I already made a video about it and compared it to Sharanga. So if you'd like to know more about this Titan, all you have to do is click on that link in the upper right corner. And secondly, the new Titan weapons, Bulava and Keystone, and basically they are the Titan version Vortex. And they deal insane amount of damage, but that due to the fact that they can be dodged easily, just like the Vortex and the Thermite on the normal robots. So my first expression is that they are okayish weapons. They are not that bad, you know. And also they add in a new module, new drone, and new microchip. And now let's talk about the real exciting stuff, the new orbital support system. What have Pixonic said about it is new experimental feature. Spaceship were always presented in the game but manifested themselves only as decorations. The rule was limited to be the place where you store your robots before deploying them on Earth. But on this test server session, we will try to implement new gameplay involving these huge spaceships as your orbital support. What does that mean? Let me put you in the idea or picture behind these spaceships. Do you see that the main hangar of yours, or 5 hangars in the main interface of the game with the Titan and the robot and the drones? All of that happens inside of the mothership, and that mothership actually orbits the Earth and the Moon apparently. And when you choose to go to the battle, you actually sending down these robots down to Earth surface. That's why you see when you choose to run one of your robots, they spawn mid-air, then they drop down to the ground as if they were just flying into the Earth surface. That's the idea behind it. Now the question is, how the mothership going to be involved in the gameplay? Well, the test server session haven't started yet, but we already got the screenshot and one clip of it. Let's start off with the screenshot, and it tells a lot here, guys. The first thing I notice in this screenshot is, and it's the first thing I notice actually, which is the health bar and the health icon. So does that mean that we can actually get HP and health using the motherships? It does says orbital support, so that must be true. And also it does says orbital strike. And here's another clip of it. Some random robots getting striked. I don't know if this is actually dealing damage or giving health. I'm not really sure here. Is this an enemy target or friendly target? Not sure yet, but in the test server we're gonna know for sure. So far what we have gone through give me the notion that you're gonna be able to get HP and also give strike the enemies using the motherships. Can the motherships do something different than that? Not sure, no one knows yet. And also the screenshot shows that you can change the mothership. So it's going to be the multiple motherships out there using different all kind of motherships. And also you can be able to upgrade them. So the mothership actually in general similar to drones. I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna have to say, I'm gonna be honest here, kind of disappointed here because I had something completely different in my mind when I first heard about the idea of orbital supports months ago in the beginning of this year. They talked about it and I had something different in my mind. Maybe because I was ambitious about it, I thought we're gonna have something similar to other games where you can actually, if you get some numbers of kills without dying, you're gonna actually receive some kind of orbital support. One, two, three, four abilities that give you maybe health, maybe special abilities, maybe damage, maybe you're gonna be able to strike some enemies on demand. But what we have here is just another system of drones. And one of the reasons I'm actually disappointed that we're not gonna be able to see the mothership on the battlefield. All we're gonna see is this visual effect, and that's it. There's no mothership on the battlefield, and that's one of the reasons I'm disappointed. But I'm gonna try not to prejudge the system until I try it on the test server. But like I said, the first impression is really important, and they are not making a good first impression so far. Now let's move on to the maps. What they're gonna do with the maps in this update, they're gonna bring the factory map. And that's actually the good news. They said in 7.2 update we are going to bring back the factory. There are some performance issues that we have yet to iron out, but it seems now that we will be able to make it in time. Also some visual enhancement to Abyss, Castle and Carrier aimed mostly at low-end devices should be arrived by then. So they are bringing back the factory maps in this update, and also gonna do some visual enhancements to the castle and carrier, and also the Abyss map. The moon map is going to be brought back, not this update, but the next one, in the update 7.3. And sadly, the Yamantau map, they're not going to bring it back because they said it has some numerous legacy issues, and they're going to just leave it for future updates. Now let's talk about the balance update. Last week they said they're going to nerf Arthur and Oming, but this week they said they're going to cancel this nerf, so the good news keep on coming, right? But instead they're going to slightly nerf the Sharanga and the shotguns. I'm not really sure about the Sharanga, but I do disagree on the shotguns. I do have a max swall, and I'm not really dealing that much of damage unless I'm hugging the enemy. It's the type of weapon that requires a lot of skill and luck to run it and deal much damage with it. But if most of the time you're not going to be able to do anything unless you are really close to the enemy. So I'm not really sure it's a good idea to nerf the shotguns, and I'm gonna have to disagree with that one. They also said that they're going to buff some underperforming weapons like the crates and maybe the Tsar. I'm not sure, they said weapons as plural, not as singular. So there will be other weapons other than crates will be buffed. And more exciting news, guys, they said they're going to give some old robots that you can get from the workshop a third passive module slot. That means the Fury, Lancelot, Ogwan, Cerberus, Falcon, Hichi, many third tier robots going to get a third module slot, which is real good. These robots were going to be able to slightly compete against the new meta. And lastly, guys, the removal of clan squad effects on combat boosters. When you are in a squad and your members use damage boosters and health boosters, the effects of these boosters actually stacks up. So that gives you unfair advantage over the others on the other team. So that's going to be removed in the next update, which is a good thing. The way I see it, it's a really good thing. It's give you an unfair advantage over the team or the other team. So it's about time to do that, and they should have done it long time ago. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Remember to watch more of my content, and if you like my content, please subscribe and share it with your friends. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.